And we are live. I'd like to welcome you guys back to 21 the Podcast. And if this is your first time here with me on 21 the Podcast, make sure you scroll down, click subscribe. Now, today is actually a super special episode. And for the people that have actually kept up with the show so far, one thing you noticed that I did differently this week is I actually announced this before the show actually went live. Usually I just go ahead and put the show out right when it goes live. No promo for it, but this is a super special guest. And if you don't know who he is already, where have you been living? Have you been behind a fucking rock for the last, 20 years? Go ahead and put it on camera for me, Marcos. It's Mr. Freeway Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross. Rick, I really appreciate you being here today, bro.
Man, glad to be here with you, man.
So where are you right now, Rick?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay, so what is the state of Los Angeles and the coronavirus?
Well, we've been on stay at home about 7 weeks. I'm going on my 8.5 weeks right now.
Damn.
I've been quarantined. I quarantined before the government told me to.
Yeah, I mean I don't blame you to some sense because I know L.A. and California got super bad really quick.
Well, no, our numbers are lower than expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It seems like the hype has been like really hyped up in California. At least that's what I'm seeing from the outside.
Well, actually, our numbers are lower than what they're supposed to be. We've been doing a pretty good job at staying at home. You know, our governor put in stay at home early. He was the first one to do it. And I think that it paid off.
Right.
Even though he was a little late, I would have put it in January.
Yeah. Well, they say they didn't know that it was coming around that time, but I feel like they knew a little more than let on.
Well, you know, now I just heard on the radio today that they think it was here as early as September.
Yeah, I believe it because I had a few friends that were sick back then, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the all the symptoms and things that they're saying now that we know is with it. So.
And what they said today is that they think that it mutated into a stronger virus.
Right. Yeah. And now they're saying there's a couple different strains and everything like that. So I mean.
Definitely like 80, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking
they got
crazy.
A New York version now, London version, a Japan version. This germ seems to be pretty smart.
Yeah. So I know you're pretty in tune with a lot of theories and things going around with it. Where do you think this originated?
Well, I don't know. There's a couple theories out that it was transferred from a bat to a anteater.
Yeah.
And then into humans. It's also speculation that it came out of a laboratory over in Wuhan. But I'm working with a couple doctors, and they say that the COVID virus been around.
Right.
That it's really nothing new. It's another strain, but it's another form of the COVID virus, and no man had to make it, and to destroy
right.
human race. Some of the conspiracy theorists are saying. And I'm kind of leaning toward these doctors because they're pretty smart. They're probably going to be the ones that come up with the cure for it at the end of the day, in my personal opinion.
So last question I'll ask you about the coronavirus, and then we'll get into the real stuff. So here in Austin, in Texas, we have a stay-at-home order, and of course, essential workers can go out. People are still able to go to the grocery store and everything like that. There actually seems to be quite a few people still on the streets, and, in the grocery stores and going to work and stuff like that. Is it similar in LA?
Absolutely. But it's more. We got people out here that's not going by the order.
Right.
And usually those are the ones that get sick and affect everybody else. But for the most part, the majority of the Californians are staying in. Everybody is obeying the. Well, up here now it's a 12-foot law. They changed it from 6 to 12.
12 feet.
Yeah, they said that it travels more than 6 feet through the air. So they are obeying. they are banning those. Everybody you see now, even the bums on the street, people who sleep on the street, everybody's wearing masks. Just about every now and then you'll catch somebody without one. But for the most part, Californians are following the regiment, and it's really showing on the curve. They're saying our curve flattened out pretty well because our numbers should be greater than New York's.
Right. Yeah. And then I mean, I think the only reason that y'all weren't as bad as New York is New York's a lot. Like I saw a meme and it had like New York compared to California on it. It's like California, y'all have all this space and people are just hanging out in their backyard in like wine country, and then in New York you're stacked on fucking top of people and shit. So it's like
Absolutely.
it's just terrible out there. All right, Rick.
That definitely plays a part.
So Rick, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play your first hand of blackjack, bro. Are you ready for this? You say you know how to play, so we're gonna see how Mr. Rick Ross does at blackjack.
All right, let's go.
So your first card is a 5 of clubs, and then your second card is another 5 of clubs. So you are looking at 10, and I'm showing an ace.
Now, if I remember right, I could break those into two
You
hands.
can. But on here I don't do any splitting, surrendering, or doubling down. So it's just a hit or stay.
Do you do five cards?
Yeah, I mean you can take it. Take as many as you want.
Well, 5 cards, you win. Automatic win.
Is that the truth? That doesn't hold up in a casino, does it?
No, in Vegas you win. 5 cards, you win.
I did not know that. Well then, yeah, we'll stick to it.
All right, give me a hit on one of them.
All right, here we go. And now you got a 4, so you're looking at 14.
Well, I can't stay with 14, so give me a hit.
There we go. And a 7. So Mr. Freeway Rick Ross has 21 on the first hand of blackjack and 21 the podcast, man. Dude, that rarely happens, to be honest. I actually do pretty well at this. So there we go on the first hand.
I'm pretty lucky. I just don't gamble.
Yeah, there we go. Well, actually, so speaking of that, so for those who don't know, I don't understand how they wouldn't know, but Mr. Rick Ross here was pretty heavy in the crack game. So being as though we're here at a gambling table, what point during all that you were doing did you really feel like everything was on the line? That something was really a gamble?
Well, I know now that everything I did in the dope game was a gamble. Pretty soon, right, almost immediately, I understood that if I got caught with my first 3 grams, that I would be going to jail.
Yeah.
So that was a gamble. That was a chance that I was taking, and I was definitely willing to take that chance.
I was actually talking to one of my buddies last night because preparing for this particular episode was a little difficult because you've done so many interviews and you know what I mean, and people have asked you, the same questions over and over, and I feel like that would be a little bit, I mean, of course, redundant, and I didn't want to do that. So I was hanging out with some of my buddies and talking. It's like, what's something different that we could ask, and I thought that was a good question. But he brought up the case of, because you were sentenced to life in prison, and from what I read, you didn't know much about reading going in. You didn't know much about law, and when you were in there, you actually learned all that in order to reduce your sentence and get out. And he figured that may be like your life was literally on the line, and that was your biggest gamble. Do you think you would agree with something like that?
Yeah. Well, your life is on the line when you decide to do a drug deal.
Yeah.
That's
right.
When you first put your life on the line. Going to court, that's getting it off the line. It's like being on the ventilator, and now you're trying to figure out how to get off the ventilator. How to get the lungs back working, how to get the heart pumping again. Learning how to read and learning the law is more so at the end of that.
Right.
The gamble part was when you first took that chance.
Yeah.
When I was in the car riding to San Diego to do this deal, and I'm thinking to myself, well, if they catch you, they're gonna give you a life sentence.
And so back then, like 3 grams of crack, like that's a life right there.
No. 3 grams of crack is not life. you can get life for 2 ounces of crack, 56 grams.
Son of a bitch, man. Yeah, I could just imagine.
A little more than 3 grams. It's
Yeah.
probably at that time when I was going through my deal, it was probably worth about, I don't know, $1,000.
Oh, okay. So nothing too crazy.
No, $1,000 could get you a life sentence without the possibility.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, dang.
With all the elements has to match up though. You know, there's more elements that go to it. So with all the elements have to match.
Right. Okay, so another thing, from what I've researched, you didn't really do too much flexing when you were making all this money because at one point you were making up to 3 million a day, but it didn't seem like at least how people would describe it is that you weren't flashy with it. You know what I'm saying? You weren't out just being reckless and buying Bentleys and shit like that.
Well, you
But
know, when you're the man, you don't have to play like you the man.
exactly.
You
But
can actually be the man.
yeah. But I know you had to splurge a little bit at some point or another. What
I
was your
splurged
biggest
every
splurge?
day.
On what? Like what was
Whatever
just
whatever I wanted. If I
so
was
what?
driving down the street and I saw a house that I wanted, I bought it. If I
And
saw a car I wanted, I bought it. If I saw a boat I wanted, I bought it.
in
Anything
cash.
that I wanted, I bought it, but I didn't need to appear to everybody else to please. And hopefully that's the correct word. You know I ain't got a GED, so
No, it's all good.
to appease the rest of the people around me, I didn't need to live up to their expectations.
Well, what was the most flashy thing that you did buy? That's what I want to know. Cause you were just
Uh,
recently on with Mike Tyson, man, and Tyson got the Tigers and all that shit. Like I figured, like
I think
somebody.
the most lavish thing I ever bought was a boat for my friend. I bought my best friend a 40-foot speedboat. You know those cigarette
Damn.
boats that you see on Miami Vice.
Yeah.
I bought him one of those for his birthday. I think it was like his 24th birthday, and I thought that I'd never bought him nothing. You know, we had been
Yeah.
making money, but I had never bought him a pair of shoes or a jacket or nothing. And I was like, man, you ain't never did nothing for this dude for his birthday, man. Do something for his birthday.
Came out with a 40-foot boat.
And we was riding somewhere, and then I saw this boat, and I was like, man, he loved boats.
And
So we
boom.
pulled in, and I bought the boat for him.
That's lit, bro. All right, we're gonna go to our second hand of blackjack real quick, Rick. You ready for this one? You're already up 1-9. You ready?
Yep.
All right, and you got a Queen of Hearts. There we go. And then a Queen of Spades. So you're getting double up, man. So you got 20, and I'm looking
No,
at 5.
you said we wasn't doubling up.
No, I'm saying you keep getting doubles. That's what I meant.
Oh,
I misspoke. My bad. So are you staying with 20? There we
You
go.
already know. I'm gonna let you beat me.
Yeah. And I got a 7, so I'm looking at 12. 5, so I'm looking at 17. And this ain't the casino, it's my house, so I get to just pull on that one too.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to hit though.
I know, but I had to. Either way, I bust, bro. So you won either way, man. You won either way. Your luck's pretty good here, man. So whenever one of my and it's funny too, man. When you look up Freeway Rick Ross, like they include you in the names of like, El Chapo, Pablo, and Frank Lucas. You know what I mean? And it made me start thinking, well, my
But
favorite.
I'm gonna separate myself from them guys.
No, 100%. No, you're a completely different guy.
No,
100%.
I know I'm gonna really separate myself from those guys.
How's that?
I'm gonna win that Nobel Peace Prize.
Hey, whenever you do that, bro, you already know it's coming too. You already know it's coming.
I'm looking for stuff that other people are not looking for.
Right.
I don't want to be average.
So actually, one thing I do want to bring up is right before all the coronavirus shit was started jumping off, you were getting into the cannabis game.
In the cannabis game.
In the cannabis game. So tell me a little bit about that. How was that going? Well, what were you doing? Just since you being in it, what were you doing?
I started off with a vape pen line, with concentrates.
Right.
The Oreos, the Shatters, the Crumbles, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can you bring me the box with the vape pens? please. Now I got the pre-rolls and the eights are finna come out. I think this week they launched this week.
Nice.
Uh, After that, game over.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to make deals in other states with companies to push my brand. My goal is to become the biggest marijuana deal in the world, the biggest marijuana dealer in the world. That's my goal.
LA
Uh,
Kingpins.
how you like me now?
Hey. That's lit, bro. So when
What? Whoop, whoop, whoop,
hey.
whoop, whoop, whoop. What? How you like me now?
And bro, I didn't even
Hey.
realize till this morning it's 420, bro. And to have Rick Ross on my 420 episode is fucking lit.
Yeah, because MTV, they didn't finish the documentary. They supposed to drop a documentary today on MTV and BET at the same time.
Oh, for
Where
real?
where they was going through the grow spots and I was showing them how the weed grow and the whole 9 yards. But since that didn't drop,
Boom, here we
I'm
go.
on 21.
There we go. So, like, did you ever imagine that, going from, getting locked up for life initially for crack, that you'd come out and be a legal drug dealer?
Never thought of it. Never thought of it. And then the state gave me my own license. I'm going to open up my own store.
So you're going to have your own dispensary?
I'm going to have a dispensary. It's going to have Rick Ross on it. And when people come to town, they come to my store. And who knows, I might start smoking myself.
So you don't even smoke yet. You don't even smoke yet, bro. You see the benefit of it. What is it about weed?
I eat it, though. I eat it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, bro. I've been munching on an edible for like the past week, man. And man, I'm just a space cadet whenever I'm with that shit, bro.
Yeah, the edibles get you there.
Yeah.
The weed. I mean, I haven't smoked weed in going on 40 years, but I don't remember it being as good as these edibles are. These edibles get you there.
Yeah, bro. This weed is different. This weed is different, bro. So besides, actually, we're gonna get off the weed and tell me one more time, what is the name of your brand, bro, and what's gonna be the name of the dispensary coming out?
LA Kingpin, baby.
Hey.
The dispensary, I don't know what I'm gonna name the dispensary yet, but it's gonna kind of be like a monument about myself. The things that I've been through. Where I plan on going in life.
The livest thing about your location, bro, for a dispensary? It's right across the street from a McDonald's.
Oh!
I saw that on the gram, bro, and I was just like, "Oh man, that's fucking perfect."
Yeah, I can go poach customers from McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I have McDonald's saying, "Man, you can't be standing out in front of the place."
Shit, then you turning around selling McDoubles, bro. Shit, you helping their business out.
Ain't no question. They don't know. Once they come over there and hit that thing, they coming right back. That Big Mac wasn't enough.
Yeah. All right, Rick, we're gonna get to our third hand real quick, bro. So your first card, you got a 9 of
Hopefully
spades.
you win this one, man.
Yeah, man, it's not looking too good. And then you got an 8 of diamonds, so you're looking at 17, and I'm showing a 10 of clubs.
Yeah, but I don't know what your other card is. You know what mine is.
That's
You
the truth.
dealer, huh?
I'm the dealer.
I'm gonna have to stay, man. You ain't
All
supposed
right.
to hit a 17.
Yeah, that's a smart stay. And I'm showing a 6, so I got 16.
Bust it again.
And I busted again with a king of spades, bro.
How did I know?
Goodness, man.
See, if I would have took that card, I would have busted. But I
Yep.
stayed with the rules.
Yep. You played by the book, man.
I played by the book. If you stay with the rules and the principles of life, you can win. Sometimes they don't work out. It's times that you stay with the principles and they fail you. But most of the time, those principles are gonna come through.
You could tell Freeway does some motivational speaking with that.
A little bit. I ain't that expensive though. I only charge $5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing major.
Nothing major. But I ain't coming out till after this virus is over. So don't try to book me right now.
Straight up, bro. Straight up.
I don't even care if you got 100,000. I wouldn't come out right now for 100,000.
For 100 racks, bro. Even if they keep within 12 feet from you, you just on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah. If they keep within 12 feet, if they put that in the contract,
Yeah, you might have to get the
nobody,
other X.
nobody come within 12 feet.
Yeah,
I'm,
straight.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Hey,
No,
bro.
I'll be glad when this thing is over, man, because it really
Oh,
cramped my style. You know, I'm a people's person.
yeah.
You know, I'm really like to be out in the crowd, motivating
I
and
would assume you did a lot of
uplifting.
traveling too.
Huh?
I would assume you did a lot of traveling too.
Oh my God, I got so many miles on them airplanes.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I got points just sitting there wasting, bro, and it's so annoying. It's like I can't wait till I'm on a fucking beach somewhere when all this shit over, bro.
But Jackson is open.
Shit, I ain't going to fucking Florida, bro. That shit's crazy as fuck. I saw a meme. It was like if you could take one state off America because of this coronavirus, who would it be, and why would you choose Florida? All right, bro. So,
Everybody's going there. They say everybody's going there.
bro, I mean, it's beautiful fucking weather. That's the worst part about it is like every day since this shit started, like we probably had 2 days of rain and everything else has just been sunny, like perfect beach weather, and we can't fucking do shit. They shut down all our lakes here in Austin, all the public parks, and it's like all you could do is like go to walk your dog and stuff like that. But all right, Rick. So, of course, everybody has to ask you about the other Rick Ross. But I want to just ask one question. Now I know from watching, everything that's gone down between it, but I have to ask: is there one song that you like from Rick Ross? There had to have been one.
Yeah, I like every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm
Yeah.
hustling.
So were you in jail when that came out?
Yeah, I was in jail.
And so how did you initially find out about it?
A kid brought me a magazine. I had a book club in prison where I
Yeah.
was teaching guys how to make money. And this kid brought me a magazine, and he said, "Man, look at this guy. He stole your name."
And then it was just over from there, bro. Fuck, man. I wanted to like if all this shit would have just, of course we always have technical difficulties, so it's like, but I wanted to hit you up and be like I'm calling you on Skype or whatever, and then like you pop up and it's like, oh yeah, I was calling Rick Ross, and it's like, yeah, I'm Rick Ross. It's man, you look nothing like your pictures, man.
Well, you
All
know,
right, Rick.
one day everybody gonna recognize who the real Rick Ross is, and I mean, almost right now with this pandemic, is kind of like a picture for everybody
Yeah,
to really take inventory on what's really important, because we put emphasis on so many things that are really not as important as we make them.
yeah.
And, now we're seeing the things that are really important. Doctors and nurses, I'm not saying that they don't get paid good money, but we're seeing now that they don't get paid the kind of money they need to for the job that they've been doing. You know,
Man, Rick, if
put
if I'm being honest, man, I don't know. Like I could tell that you're very conscious of everything going on as far as the coronavirus and everything. And like I said earlier, California is a way different situation than Texas is.
it don't matter where I was at. I would know no matter where I'm at. We talking about something that shut down the whole world.
Yeah. It
Who would
did
ever
shut down.
thought? Who would ever thought in our lifetime that we wouldn't have football and basketball and
Well,
baseball?
the NFL did announce that they are still coming out, so that's good. That's one good thing. But yeah,
I
everything's
don't
fucking
believe
shut
it.
down.
I,
I don't
I
believe it till I
don't
see it.
listen. I don't believe it.
Because I mean, they don't start until like August. And man, if this shit is still shut down by fucking August, people are gonna start rioting.
Well, they better start rioting then, because we ain't going nowhere. We haven't been practicing to the extent that we needed to, and this stuff is not going nowhere.
But
It's not going nowhere.
how do we know all this, Rick? I mean, I know. Well, I guess you're talking to doctors, so you have a little bit of an inside knowledge on it. But from anything that I know, it's just from the World Health Organization National Institute of Health and the president, and it's just like they've lied to us before, so who knows? I'm not saying everything's fake, but I mean, there's a lot that we don't know about it. So
I agree. But I got friends who are doctors and nurses who are working in those hospitals, and they're telling me about the alarms going off.
yeah,
Code red, code red. And they said, one said every time they say code red, that somebody's died.
yeah,
And they're saying that they don't have proper gear to fight this virus. I mean,
do you know anybody without a degree of separation? Like, do you know somebody personally that tested positive for coronavirus?
absolutely,
Diagnosed. You do.
absolutely. I know about 5 people.
Okay.
I had a friend. He just called me Saturday.
Damn.
Saturday, I talked to him 7 weeks ago. He called me and said, Rick, I'm getting ready to go to a party. Go with me. He's going to be on my live this Wednesday.
Oh shit.
He said, come go to the party with me. I said, man, I'm quarantining. You ain't quarantining? He was like, oh, no, it's just going to be like a little private party. Just a bunch of friends. Everybody at the party caught it.
Damn.
He said this is the sickest he's ever been before in his life.
Yeah, I mean the people that I know that I feel that before we knew about coronavirus that got sick and had the symptoms like they did, like it was bad. Like people were bad off. Like it was probably the sickest that I've seen. One of the closest people to me, and then a couple of my friends, like they couldn't do anything, man. All right, Rick, we went back into coronavirus. Let's back out of it one more time. Let's go to one hand, and then I want to ask you a couple stoner questions for 420. All right.
All right.
All right, here we go. So your first card is a 2 of hearts. I think I got this one, and then a jack of hearts. So you got 12, and I'm showing an ace.
You probably got 21.
I think I do, man. I kind of feel it.
I'm gonna take a hit.
All right. And a king, so you busted with 22. Let's see what I had, and I had 20. So yeah, you had to take that hit regardless. So I finally got one in.
Then you got lucky. They call that luck.
I don't know, man. That's more like skill, bro.
1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 is
yeah. It's not
you got
that
lucky.
great.
You got lucky in 1-1.
I had to get one, man. All right, bro. Have you ever noticed that the ABCs and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star have the exact same melody?
Never knew.
That's fucking crazy, right? A, B, C.
But I never cared about the ABC.
Bro, but that's fucking crazy, man. They've been fucking shoving it down our throat.
You know how old I was when I started caring about the ABCs?
How old?
28 years old.
Did you ever sing it?
No, I didn't sing it. I had to learn the sounds, though.
Yeah. Well, that brings me to this. What language do you think deaf people think in?
You got me there.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy, right? Okay. So if a...
Damn, that's crazy. I never thought about that. Who thought of that? Who told you that?
Bro, I fell upon one of these stoner pages, man.
Hey, what was you smoking?
That good, bro. You already know. That LA Kingpin, bro. That's what I need in my life.
I got it.
All right,
last
one.
I can't get to Texas yet.
Yeah, we can't.
I can, bro. I can, but somebody else
Yeah. All right, the last one. If a vampire bites a zombie, does the vampire become a zombie or does the zombie become a vampire?
Well, if the vampire did it, I guess you become a vampire.
Zombie vampire, man. It's pretty fucking sketch, bro. That's what I hope this COVID does not turn into. All right, bro.
Yeah, cool.
So we're gonna come to our final hand of 21, the podcast, and you got a 6 of clubs and a 10 of diamonds. So you're looking at 16, and I'm showing an 8 of hearts.
Oh, you can hit a 16.
All right.
I'll still win the game. It don't matter.
That is true. You busted on this one, but you did still win the game. Freeway Rick Ross beat Drew on 21 the podcast, man. Dude, so
And I
first
didn't
off,
shuffle the cards either.
that's true. Marcos, my producer over here, saw me shuffle. Usually, I'm always blamed for cheating. So it's like I set him
Well,
up
you
to where
pay
I'd lose on
Marcos,
this
so
one.
Marcos is probably going to back your play. You know, I mean,
Hey,
and I
bro.
would respect him for doing that.
Yeah,
I would
you know what I'm
respect
saying?
him for backing
That's
your play.
loyalty. That's
If he did
loyalty, bro.
anything else, would be uncivilized.
Hey, and that's one thing that my buddy God Rico, he he made a good point about how you went about doing your bid, bro. Like you went in there, you took your shit, you didn't give nobody up, like you took everything for what it was, bro. And that shit's that's not seen today. So that's a very respectable trait. And dude, I'm so appreciative of you agreeing to come on here, bro, and do all this. And like, I see you're doing a lot of live streams with people that people don't usually have big guests on. And so, dude, this is amazing, man. And I really appreciate
You
you
gotta let me
for,
bring. I got some Olympic fighters that I'm messing with.
bro.
US
Bring them
Olympic
on here,
fighters,
bro.
You got to bring them on.
Bro, I'm down, bro.
See if they can beat you.
What's that?
See if they can beat you in cards.
Okay, in cards, yeah, because I ain't trying to fight no Olympic fighters, bro. No, but seriously, like I said, I really appreciate you coming on, bro. This was some fucking dope shit. You know, you got my number. That's like I said, that's one thing about Rick, man. Anytime I hit Rick up, Rick hits me back. Like he doesn't like he's not your typical like he's not all flashy, like he doesn't act all superstar or Hollywood or anything like that, even though he is from LA, but it's a different side, not Hollywood. And
I've
yeah,
been to
man.
Hollywood though.
Yeah, straight up.
I had the #1 documentary on Netflix for a year and a half.
Bro, I already know, bro. That's how I originally learned about you, honestly.
And my book,
Oh yeah.
bestseller, best Amazon seller.
And
So I got some Hollywood aspects.
No, 100%, bro. But you don't act like these motherfuckers that don't just like, who is this guy, whatever, bro. You show love, bro, and I appreciate that.
No, I'm street.
Hey, so go ahead and plug. What is the name of your book?
Street and Jailhouse.
Yeah.
I've been to both of those.
It came out on top, bro.
Oh, and then really come out on top. Wait till this pandemic is over.
Bro,
I was mad because I was just getting ready to blow.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I was thinking about when I hit you up. I'm like, man, Rick was just about to fucking do this, do that, and then boom.
Don't make me cry. I will cry. I will cry right now because I was finna get my turn.
Bro, now you still
here.
gonna get it, bro. That's still in line for you, bro. That's still in the cards, as they say. Yo, Rick, is there anything you want to say to the people before we let you go, man?
Hey, I just want to let everybody know, be safe, take your time, don't rush back out there into these streets. The streets is gonna be there when we get back. I did 20 years. It was still there when I got back after 20 years. It's gonna be there in another month or two, or 6 months, or a year, however long it takes. Let us win this battle, and who knows, maybe it is a hoax, maybe it's not true, but don't put your life on it to prove nobody's point. Thank you.
Facts. Big facts. Everybody.
Follow me on Instagram at Freeway Ricky. You can get my books at freewayRickyRoss.com, and on Facebook, I'm Freeway Ricky Ross on Facebook.
And where do people find the? Because you still got dispensaries open in LA right now, right? Where can people find LA Kingpins?
Dispensaries is a necessity. You know what we need them to keep everybody calm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a time like this here, because it could be stressful.
100%.
You can get my vape pens at Nugs in the Bay Area. You can get it at Die Hard in Sacramento and online. And there's a few stores in LA. I'm only in 9 stores right now. I'm just getting started. I'm just a little puppy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to grow up. I got to, eat my Wheaties and
Yeah,
get strong.
but you know how this shit works, bro. You gonna get there, bro. In fucking no time as soon as this bitch opens up. All
No
right, Rick. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Everybody, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all go follow Freeway Ricky on Instagram. Go buy that book. Go buy some weed. And before you leave, make sure you scroll down and click subscribe to 21 the podcast. Everybody, Freeway Rick Ross. I'm Drew, and I'll see you guys next time.
Peace.